So dear friends, today we shall be learning Johnson's algorithm and we will be solving a question of processing n jobs through two machines, right? So we have got a question over here. There are 5 jobs and there are two machines, machine A and machine B, right? So how we are going to solve it, and what is the question? The question is determine the sequence for the 5 jobs to minimize the total elapsed time. That means our aim is to sequence all these 5 jobs in such a manner so that the time is minimum, elapsed time is minimum. So how we are going to do it? Just make 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 columns we have made. Now we have to see at what machine for what job there is a minimum time, right? So if you find that it is at machine A, then we shall be starting allocation from this side, right? And if it comes at machine B, then we shall be starting allocation of job from this side. Again I am repeating, we have to see at what machine there is a minimum time. So if you find that it is at machine A for job, then you have to start allocation from this side, and if it is at machine B, then you have to start allocation of job from this side, right? So just look at the table. We see that for job 2 at machine A it is the minimum time, so job 2 we are going to assign over here. Now further we are going to see that at machine B for job 1 it is the minimum time, so job 1 we shall be allocating over here because it is for B, right? Then further we are going to see that at machine A job 4 is the minimum, so machine A, so 4 will be writing over here because it is at machine A, right? Then further we have to see, we see that for job 5 at machine B is the minimum time, so because it is at machine B, so we shall be starting allocation from this side. Now one job is left, so we can allocate over here. So all the jobs are sequenced, right? So the optimum sequence will be 2, then 4, then 3, then 5 and then 1, right? So we have calculated the sequence, right sequence, so to minimize the total elapsed time. Now we are going to calculate the elapsed time, so we are going to make a table, right? Correct. So here it will be sequence of the job, sequence of the job, then you have got machine A and machine B, then there is a, this will be machine A, right? Further you are going to make to in time and this will be out time, right? And the same for machine B, there will be in time and there will be out time, right? And there, this is the idle time for machine A and machine B, right? So this table we have to make. So we have got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 jobs. So 5 rows we are going to draw. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 rows we have drawn. Now we are going to write the sequence of the job. So it is 2, then 4, then 3, then 5 and then 1. So for machine A the in time will start at 0, right? How much time it will take for job 2 at machine A? See, job 2 at machine A, so it is 1, so it will be finishing 0 plus 1 at 1, right? Then for job 4 it will be starting at 1, and for job 4 how much time it takes? 3 hours. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4, it will be finishing, right? Then job 3 shall be starting at 4. How much time it takes for job 3 at machine A? It is 9 hours. So 9 plus 4, it is 13, right? 13 hours, right? And then it shall be starting, job 5 shall be starting at 13. For job 5 at machine A, it takes 10 hours. So 13 plus 10 is equal to 23, right? Then job 1 shall be starting at 23. How much time it takes at machine A? For job 1, it takes 5 hours. So it will be 28, right? This is in and out time for machine A. Now we shall be doing it for machine B. So machine B will not be starting at 0. It will start by 1. For this 1 hour it was idle, right? That means it was idle. It has no job to do, right? So it shall be starting at 1. So for machine A, it is idle time is 0, but for machine B, idle time is 1 hour, right? So what will be out time at machine B for job 2? Out time will be how much time it takes? It takes 6 hours. So 1 plus 6 is equal to 7, right? So by 7 it will be out. So by 7 job 4 shall be starting, and job 4 takes how much time at machine B? It takes 8 hours. So 7 plus 8 is equal to 15, right? Again the idle time is 0, right? Now job 3 shall be starting at 15. Job 3 shall be starting at 15. How much time it takes? It takes 7 hours. So 15 plus 7 is equal to 22, right? 22, it will be finishing its job. So again idle time for both the machine is 0. But here look, 22 hours machine B has finished, but it cannot start here at 22 because machine A is still running. It will give the material at 23. So for this 1 hour, this you can say machine B has to wait. So there is ideal time of 1 hour for machine B. So machine B shall be starting at 23, not at 22, right? So 23 it will start. For job 5, how much time it takes? It takes 4 hours. So it shall be finishing its jobs at 27. 23 plus 4 is equal to 27, right? Now see, job 1 shall be starting at 28, right? At machine B, not 27, because machine A is still running. This has finished, but machine A is still running, right? So it will start at 28, not 27, right? So for I can say machine B, how much time is idle? It is 1 hour again, right? So here it will be job 1 will be starting at 28. So how much time it takes? It takes 2 hours. So 28 plus 2 is equal to 30, right? So the idle time for machine A will be 30 minus 28 is equal to 2, and for machine B is equal to 3 hours, right? You must have understood. Again I am repeating, the job 2 entered at 0, right? It took 1 hour to complete, right? Then further job 4 started at 1, right? And it took 3 hours to complete it, so it is 4. Further it started by 4. How much time it took? Job 3, it took 9 hours at machine A. So 9 plus 4 is equal to 13. Then at 13 job 5 started. How much time it take for job 5? It takes 10 hours. So 13 plus 10 is equal to 23, right? Then 23 job 1 started. How much time it took? 5 hours. So 23 plus 5 is equal to 28, right? Again I am repeating for B. B started at 1, not 0, because for this 1 hour machine B was idle till it was processing at machine A, right? So it will start by 1. How much time it takes for machine B to finish the job 2? It takes 6 hours. So 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So for machine A idle time is 0, but for machine B idle time will be 1 hour, because for 1 hour machine B was waiting for the product to come, right? And further Job 4 shall be starting at 7. So how much time it takes? 8 hours. So 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. Again, idle time for both the machine is 0, right? And then for job 3, it started at 15, and then how much time it takes? It takes 7 hours. So 15 plus 7 is equal to 22, right? Again, idle time is 0. But further see, 22 it finished, but 22 it cannot start because the product was still processing at machine A, right? So it shall be starting at 23. For 1 hour the machine B will be idle, right? So it will be starting at 23, not at 22. So 23 it started for job 5 and it took 7 hours to get complete. So it will be 27, and 1 hour it will be idle, right? And then further 27 it has finished, but 27 it cannot start because still machine A is processing. It will finish by 28. So 28 machine B will start, and how much time it will take for machine B to perform job 1? It takes 2 hours. So 28 plus 2 is equal to 30. So 2 hours is the idle time for machine A, and 3 hours is idle time for machine B, right? So idle time for machine, see, idle time for machine A is equal to 30 minus 28 is equal to 2 hours, right? And then idle time for machine B is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 hours, right? And the total elapsed time is 30 hours. Total elapsed time, right? So this is all about solving a question of processing n jobs through 2 machines using Johnson's algorithm, right? Dear friends, I see that this is very interesting and this is very easy to calculate. So you can try, right? And thank you very much for watching this video. Thanks a lot.